There you go.
GTS.
1515 now proud brings you the GTS Podcast 50th episode, the weekly podcast where we talk about whether Smackdown was a smack up, smackdowner, or a smack in the face. This is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields.
And our special guest, one of our bro hams from RBU, Sterl the Pearl.
What's up?
All right. Before we get down with the 50th episode and get it straight into it, J.Fields, you got a match to watch for?
Yes, I do.
All right.
This is night 2 from New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Special in the USA. It's the second round of the IWGP US title tournament. Kenny Omega versus Jay Lethal. When I saw how the brackets lined up, I said to myself, this is the match that I want to see. And they gave it to us. I thoroughly enjoyed the match. Lethal looked good. He was nursing hurt ribs, but he fought through it. You know, he actually looked better. I would say he actually looked better in the second round match than he did in the first round match with Hangman Page the night previous. Him and Omega put on a hell of a match. Kenny Omega can't have a bad match, and Jay Lethal can't have a bad match either. And so the two of them together, just amazing stuff. Like some hard strikes. Like Kenny Omega and those V-trigger knees are just, that's sick. That's sick. He even caught the one-wing angel out of a awkward position, like on Jay Lethal, and hit him with that to end the match. Like it was dope. It was dope. Jay Lethal took the fight to him, like just all around really good match. Of course, it wasn't as good as Omega versus Ishii, but it was a close second. But that was my favorite match of the weekend.
Okay, Sterl, did you get to watch it?
No, I ain't get to watch that match yet. But I did see Okada versus Cody.
Oh yeah,
actually somebody posted a link to that on Facebook, and I watched that. I think what was it, Sunday morning when they had it on there? Sunday morning or Monday morning? Yeah, I think it was Sunday morning. But yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
I gave it 4.5 stars. What'd you give it?
I'd say the same. 4.5.
Yeah,
up there with 5, damn near to me. But I know it's a lot of great 5-star matches. But man, that was a great match. I watched it in my bed on the tablet, so watching it live with everybody else probably been a different experience. But I already knew the results too. So
storyline, everything was dope in this.
Yeah,
especially when he was about to hit that one-ring angel in front of Omega.
Yeah, that was just low down.
I didn't catch the aftermath though. Didn't they get into it backstage or something like that?
Yeah, they had at the press conference, the New Japan press conference. They said they almost came to blows. Kenny Omega and Cody.
Okay. So there's much more
setting up
to it.
Oh yeah. I'm loving it.
All right. Well, in news rumors, short and sweet, WWE has edited the rap battle from last night between the New Day and the Usos, and they had a reference on Page and Xavier Woods' little leaked sex tape, and apparently WWE didn't think that was appropriate or I guess, cool to say on TV. So they edited it out online, but somewhere around on the iHeart Wrestling page or on Facebook somewhere you can find an actual video. But any thoughts on that? We're definitely gonna get into it later on, but
yeah, I'll hold my thoughts.
I get it. She was fragile mentally. And so if you're gonna, what's gonna be her mental state if you allow people to make joke about something that she's obviously highly embarrassed about and stuff like that. Right. So I get it.
Yeah, I definitely get it from the sensitive standpoint. Of course I get why they did it, but same time it's I think we all can agree that was the mic drop moment of the whole night, and just to have that erased from history now, even though I'm glad we got to see it live and people got to see it, period. If they didn't see it, you know, good luck trying to find it. But, like, you know, I feel like, you know, that's something we'll remember. Like, when we do our Slammies later on this year, that's nominee #1 right now for OMG moment.
Yeah.
Definitely, most definitely.
I will say that, you know, in rap battle, I'm glad that they stuck to rap battle fashion. It wasn't cheesy.
Yeah.
You know, in rap battle fashion, you know, everybody is a target.
Yeah.
You go as hard as you need to go
Anything
at your opponent. Anything goes. No holds barred. Nobody from parent, mama, sister, dead grandmama, everybody.
Babies and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it in a rap battle. They did not hold back. So I was with that.
It felt very.
That's Joe Buttons. How many times you have to hear about Tahiri?
Man. So, like I said, we'll get into that. We'll definitely get into that much later. But that's all I got for news and rumors this week. You got anything?
Tyson Kidd is said to be coming back to be a manager. They're gonna let him be on-screen manager of some superstar, probably on the Smackdown brand. Because he's getting ready to start back with the Total Divas as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder who they got in mind.
I don't know. Maybe Ty.
Have they officially announced his career to be over?
They say it's possible that he may be able to get back in the ring, but I think with WWE just want to play it safe. You know how they are once you have a severe injury. They don't want to risk it because they don't want that on their head, you know.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I can see if they were taking the, you know, feel there's a risk, you know, as far as a concussion or something, but that's more of a it was like a neck injury.
It was a super bad neck injury.
Yeah.
It was like the worst neck injury I've ever seen.
Okay, so it was worse than Austin's.
Yeah, it was worse than Austin.
Okay.
It was worse than Austin.
Yeah, because if you notice, Samoa Joe doesn't even really use that much.
Yeah, like his spine had like staples.
I remember.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. That, you know, Austin didn't have that.
Yeah. I mean, when was the last time he used a muscle buster though? Really?
He used the NXT. He used it on Shinsuke.
So that long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, like since he came to WWE, like main roster TV, I don't think he used it at all, have he?
No, I don't think. He's teased it, but I don't think he's used it.
Yeah. Hopefully he uses it on Rock.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Sign, book it. sign me up.
Hopefully.
All right, but that's it for the news and rumors. So before we give our review, J.Fields, you would like to run down what happened?
Hold on, I got one.
Hold on.
Major news for y'all. D'Angelo Williams said he's gonna retire from pro wrestling.
What? He just started.
Hey, I just felt like I should break that news to y'all. I know some of y'all gonna be crying, be heartbroken, but it happened.
Oh, he was just getting started. He was so good.
Did he really say he's gonna retire though, for real?
Yeah.
One and done. I tell you, one match and done.
Wow.
He's actually one of the celebrities that I actually probably wouldn't mind seeing in the ring more often.
Yeah.
But he damn killed himself.
Yeah, if somebody don't pick him up this season.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Shout out to our Memphis comrade.
Yeah.
Anyway. To the rundown.
To the rundown. Smackdown Live took place live from Phoenix, Arizona. The show kicked off with John Cena returning to Smackdown to give his latest spiel on the things that have been happening. Basically the same old 4th of July Independence Day speech that we've gotten from Cena every Independence Day. We can expect it. Like, you know, America's built on, you know, hard work and, you know, fight. And everybody that thought that I didn't have anything left in the tank and that I was a part-timer, like all that crap, whatever. He's interrupted by Rusev. Rusev has finally returned. And he's returned to full-fledged anti-American gimmick. He had the Bulgarian flag, waving the flag in tow, and Cena challenged him to a flag match, but Rusev rejected and said that he would do it on his own time. And that was pretty much our opening segment for SmackDown Live. Following that, backstage, Daniel Bryan was standing in his office with AJ Styles and Chad Gable, and he was saying that Kevin Owens has been blowing him up all week long, requesting that neither one, Chad Gable or AJ Styles, are in the Independence Day Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the U.S. title, Kevin Owens' U.S. title, the new face of America. And he offers AJ and Chad Gable an opportunity to fight in a match previous to the Battle Royal. He says if you win, you're in. So they have to fight to be in the Battle Royal. So next up, we get that match, AJ Styles versus Chad Gable, a very, very, very good match. Mm-hmm. One of the high spots of the night, not the highest spot, but one of the high spots of the night. And we saw AJ Styles defeat Chad Gable. Following that, the Hype Bros were backstage, and Zack Ryder was kind of down on the fact that they didn't beat the Usos to get a tag team title shot. And Mojo lets them know, he's like, hey, don't worry about it. I put us in the U.S. title Battle Royal. So that's our opportunity right there. Following that, Carmella comes down to the ring with James Ellsworth to kind of gloat and brag about how she still missed Money in the Bank, even though she had to fight in the match twice, and that history did not change, and that you can't always get what you want to the fans. Basically, just to stick it to the fans. Naomi comes down and says that she's not sweating Carmella, and that, you know, she'll be ready anytime she decides to cash in. And then Naomi brings out Daniel Bryan, who fines James Ellsworth $10,000 and suspends him for 30 days, and says that if he breaks either one of these rules, that Carmella will be stripped of Miss Money in the Bank.
You don't get out of here,
right
now.
Yeah, he makes him leave instantly, which leads to the Smackdown Women's title match for the second week straight, Lana versus Naomi for the Smackdown Women's title, in which we saw Naomi hit a quick kick to the gut, sunset flip, and the glow lock is what I call that. The glow lock.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
Yeah, the glow lock. She hits the glow lock on Lana, and she taps out to Naomi. Then we see Tamina come down to the ring and basically tell Lana to get up, like almost like get your ass up, like stop sitting there sulking, being sad for yourself. Get up, and Lana reluctantly does it, and Tamina and Lana leave up the ramp as Naomi celebrates in the ring. Also, Naomi has a glowing, LED glowing, neon light SmackDown Women's title, which I consider to be a really nice effect to add to her entrance. Shout out to whoever came up with the idea to do that. That's dope.
I like that.
Yeah, good deal. Following that, Dasha Fuentes is backstage with the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And she asked him, why is Baron Corbin afraid of him? And Baron Corbin, before he can respond, Baron Corbin with the sneak attack.
Wow.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
No, I did not.
Bet you didn't.
Oh, wow.
He hits Shinsuke with the Money in the Bank, Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase, and then kind of trash talks, and then Nakamura is able to kind of fight back, and then all the officials and referees jump in to break them up, and as they're kind of yelling at each other to get at each other's throats.
All right, I was shocked.
What you got?
I was shocked by that second. I didn't see it coming.
No, I didn't see it coming either.
No, I didn't either. I mean,
edge of my seat.
Baron Corbin sneak attacking somebody backstage.
I mean, he did have on a polka dot shirt though. That was a nice touch.
He tried something new.
Yeah, he tried something new. It wasn't just a shirt. You know, it just wasn't a t-shirt with the sleeves cut off. Okay. He actually looked like he was going somewhere after the show. You know? So kudos to Corbin for changing up his fashion. Polka dot red shirt. Yeah. Following that, we got hosted by Wale. We had the rap battle between the New Day and the Usos. And I'm not going to undersell this at all. I'm going to oversell this. Moment of the night, people. Moment of the night. No other way to cut it. Moment of the night. I'm talking about laughing my ass off. The whole damn segment. Great stuff.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that in more detail later on. And then we get the Viper Randy Orton. Well, no, we get Aiden English in the ring, basically doing his same stick from last week, where he's singing. He's the maestro of melody and all that other stuff. Randy Orton comes down. They have an actual scheduled match, one-on-one match scheduled for the night. But Orton comes down to the ring, interrupts him, gets on the ropes, does his pose, and Aiden English says, "Are you done?" And then Orton looks at him, and before he can get down off the ropes, Aiden English attacks Randy Orton and beats him down, throws him into the steps outside the ring. And then as Orton is able to recover, then they begin the actual match. And Aiden English, throughout the commercial break, pretty much takes control of Randy Orton, beats him down pretty good. And then Orton makes the comeback. Similar spots that we've become accustomed to. He did the table, not the rope assisted, but the announce table assisted DDT, spike DDT on the floor. He also hit the backdrop on the top of the announce table. And then he took the steel steps after the referee told him not to, and hit Aiden English with the steel steps, which means Aiden English has a disqualification victory over Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Then Jinder Mahal comes down to the ramp and basically says that he wants to punish America and punish everybody in the Punjabi prison. Don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
And then Orton says that the reason why everybody doesn't like you is not because of how you talk, not because of how you look, not because you're not talented, but because you're a jackass.
You're a jackass.
Because you're a jackass, and the fans go completely nuts for it. Like he said, he called him a dirty motherfucker, and that dirty motherfucker would have went way harder than jackass. But you can't always get what you want.
He could have dropped the bitch bomb.
Yeah, he could have. That didn't make me want to see this match anymore. Just for the record. Then backstage, Ty Dillinger is being interviewed by Tyler Breeze, dressed as Tanae Young. And Breezango is acting like he's gonna sneak up. He's in a construction worker with a mustache halfway hanging off. He's in a construction worker outfit, trying to sneak up on Ty.
Yeah.
And Ty basically plays along and says, he calls Tanae Young a 10 and then says, "What's up, Fandango?" as they're talking about being in the U.S. title number 1 contender battle royal. Following that, Renee Young is backstage with Mike and Maria Kanellis, the power of love. And they're talking about the power of love and how love has brought them to the WWE. And before they can get through their interview, Sami Zayn knocks over some pipes or something because he's stretching for his battle royal match nearby. And he comes up and basically says, "Hey, I really like this thing about love. The world needs more love." Doing that Sami Zayn, that real spastic, talking that he does. And then his music hits, and then he's like, "Oh, I gotta go. Gotta go to my match." And Mike and Maria just kind of standing there like, "What the hell? You just
ruined the moment."
Just ruined the moment. And that leads to our main event. Unfortunately, we got not unfortunately, but we did get Sami Zayn's entrance. We got AJ Styles' entrance, but I hate to report this. No Eric Rowan. No Eric Rowan entrance. No triangle. Got to play on this episode of SmackDown. And fast forward to the ending of the match, it came down to AJ Styles and Sami Zayn, the last two in the ring. And AJ hit a Pele kick to Sami Zayn outside while he stood on the apron, knocking him to the floor, which declared AJ Styles the winner of your Independence Day Battle Royal. Kevin Owens said, "What are your thoughts about this?" And then he gets in the ring, attacks AJ Styles, tries to, get a couple shots in before their match, but AJ is able to overcome. He tries for the style clash on Kevin Owens, but he was able to escape. And then AJ holds the U.S. title over his head, rubbing it in Kevin Owens' face. And that, folks, was your SmackDown live from Phoenix, Arizona.
All righty.
Oh, GTS.
It is time for our 50 of Smack Up, Smackdowner, and Smack in the Face.
50.
We're going to kick it off with our special guest this week. So, Sterl the Pearl, what is your Smack Up this week?
My Smack Up was Randy. No,
my hand was about to drop so quick.
I jumped down from the apron.
It was definitely this rap battle.
Yeah, hot tag.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. When they first announced it last week, I said, "Oh, come on. Do we have to get this corny?" And now we're gonna do a rap battle and stuff. And then I get to this week, and I'm like, man, I gotta actually watch this shit. So then I'm like, damn. Then they got Wale in it. I'm like, oh man, this shit about to be super cheesy. But then they showed me something.
Mm-hmm.
They showed me some skills, and they kept it PG. And to me, I don't know what y'all think, but I think the Usos won this battle.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Usos won this.
Yeah, no doubt. You doing? Oh,
yeah, because I figure I'll let y'all talk about what was said.
Well, it's not a hot tag. It's a New Day unicorn stunt because we're gonna three-way this jump.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. I actually felt the complete opposite of what you felt. You know what I'm saying? Like when they announced there was gonna be a rap battle, I was already like rubbing my hands together. I'm like, this is gonna be good because I mean, I feel like ever since they made the storyline between the Usos and New Day, they haven't sold us short of anything. Like everything's been entertaining. You know, like interruptions during the matches. You know. Interrupted promos, the actual matches themselves. I mean, like, I actually had faith in them. And then when they added Wale to it, once again, it like intrigued me even more because like Wale is an actual wrestling fan. So I knew it wasn't just gonna be something forced. He wasn't gonna feel uncomfortable. It had to be corny, you know what I'm saying? Because he's an actual fan. But I mean, from the beginning to the end, man, I liked how they had their whole little crew out there with them. They was deep. They knew they brought their little corny crew out there. I mean, like. It made me feel like just like you watching a rap battle on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You know, Don DeMarco and all that other type of stuff, man. So I really felt it. I mean, they knocked it out of the park. And just like J.Fields said during the rundown, I mean, that was the moment of the night. Like, I literally couldn't stop laughing. Had to make sure I heard it again. I watched the video probably like 3 or 4 times today. You know, every time somebody comment in the video, I replay it again. It was like 9 minutes, I think, something like that. But yeah, Usos, and I mean, it just makes the storyline that much better as well. So I mean, J.Fields, I'm gonna hand it over to you.
All right, good deal. I felt the same way that Sterl felt. I even said it last week on the podcast. I was like, you know, they gave us a few bars, like let's not mess this thing up, you know, because I was kind of concerned because I was like, you know, I'm not always confident in WWE and their writing, you know what I'm saying, but you can definitely tell that they kind of took the hands off and said, okay, y'all go out and do it. We're going to trust you with this moment. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. And like I said in the review, like it played like a real rap battle. Yeah. Like, you know, every aspect of it from like the repeating of the lines. Like, it's like you can tell that it's like, you know, that they are true hip hop fans, that they're true rap battle fans because they didn't water it down to where like they didn't just call it a rap battle. And the fact that they didn't have Flow Rider. You know, I mean, I think nobody probably thought about that, but I did. I'm just glad that Flow Rider's ass wasn't the one hosting the rap battle.
Lunchbox Larry.
Or Lunchbox or Lunchbox Larry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got the perfect person. Like you said, a true wrestling fan, tried to start a promotion, good friends with Paul Heyman. They got somebody that knows the business. The timing and everything was good, and I mean, like the bars, the punchlines, like they hitting each other with some straight hooks.
I will say, like, I mean, even Kofi even got on Instagram and called himself out when he said a hexagon.
Yeah.
Even though he meant octagon.
Right.
So he got a video on Instagram. You have to go check him out. I'll probably put in the link or whatever. But like, he's looking at an octagon and he like started to think to himself, and then he started playing Outkast. I can't think of something like damn.
Yeah.
You got to watch this, John. That was hilarious, but I mean, yeah, just like you said, man, the delivery. What song is
that?
Only
something.
Yeah. Yep. But the bars, man, the bars. I mean, Big E did good. Then Usos knocked him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Then Kobe came out, did his thing. Usos came back and dropped the line of the night, which we all know was, "Come on, Big E, let's keep it PG like you should." I should know this. He said, keep it PG like we should, and don't end up all rated R like your boy Xavier Woods. And like after that, I mean, Wale fell to his knees, everybody went crazy, grabbed their heads. I mean, like, man, that shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And I like how they had to declare the winner like that. Because it was like, even though the Usos won, you declared the winner because nope, they came to fisticuffs. They threw the first punches, and so that's the reason why.
Yeah, it was good. And they kept, they kept the New Day from, what I'm saying, losing anything because everybody knows that the Usos killed them. You know what I'm saying? Like Woods tried to hit him with the last one. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It just wasn't as good as, the other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Like, slow it down. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, the Kofi the weenie do thing. Yeah, that was funny as hell too. I mean, oh man, but yeah. I mean, we could say hands down that was an instant classic. I mean, besides the editing part they did, I mean, that's something you're gonna look back on years down the road. So yeah, I remember that rap battle they had between Usos and New Day. I mean, like that's embedded in my head. Like
that's a New Day DVD, Blu-ray. That's got to be on there.
That's an OMG moment though. Like I said, that slam is like that's an OMG moment. I think that's a heavy winner right now. Unless Brock Lesnar come back and say he don't give a shit about somebody else's kids.
Right. Way better than Baby, This Is Your Life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I've still yet to see that.
Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it.
You don't want to watch it either.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Shout out to the Usos and New Day.
Yeah.
All right. Which you all know, this is a part when we take that turn in the show, talk about what brought us down. So I'm gonna kick it off with you, J.Fields. What was your Smackdown this week?
My Smackdown of this week, I had so many things brought me down, but nothing brought me down more than the return of John Cena. Just wasn't with it. No. You've been gone for 3 months. It's your opportunity to come back. You don't have to come back and be a heel. We know you're not gonna do that. You can come back and be John Cena like you normally are, but he tried to make it seem like people have been thinking about him since he's been gone. Yeah. Like people give a damn about him. Nobody gives a rat's ass. To take the phrase from Stone Cold, nobody gives a rat's ass about John Cena. I didn't miss him. Nope. Did you miss him? Oh no. Sterl, did you miss John Cena?
Not whatsoever.
Exactly. Nobody missed the guy. Nobody. So for him to come back and say, yeah, everybody's been talking about how I'm a part. Nobody's been talking about you, period. Nobody cares. And then the fact that Rusev's music hit, and I'm like, yeah. But then I have to realize that he's getting ready to be in the second similar program. He's already done this with him twice.
Right.
You've done this with John Cena twice already. Let's not rehash this thing. Mm-hmm. Put Rusev, he on a completely different show. Put him in a feud with somebody else.
Different path.
Knock him on a different path. Anybody. Nakamura. Put him in there with anybody else. Sammy. You know what I'm saying? Put him in there with somebody else. I mean, no.
You know what would have been dope? If John Cena would have just left his promo at naming off all those guys and letting everybody know that he's coming, that he ain't done, and just left it at that and walked out. That would have been better.
Yeah, totally better. I mean, I wasn't even so upset at the fact that he was name dropping because I'm like, okay, you saying that you're a free agent, but like, don't start with Rusev. Rusev need he been sitting on the sidelines for, 3-4 months now. Well, at least 2. Yeah. He been cleared for 2 months, but he been sidelined for, 6-7 months. Like, get the guy back in the game, get him pushed to, to a different level. Don't put him back and he start off with a squad. That's how like Rusev to me is like he's like the heel Sami Zayn. Because he never really gets
incredible
over the top. You know what I'm saying? He gets a couple wins that matter, here or there, but he never gets the big one. He never gets the one that you're supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's unfortunate because I mean, like right now, Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion. That's Rusev's spot.
Agree.
That's his spot.
This was my smack in the face, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get in there.
Yeah, okay. Come on.
But immediately, of course, when SmackDown come on, you hear John Cena's come out. Immediately, I'm already like, I know what my smack in the face is gonna be. But I gave it a chance. I was like, just like you said, the name dropping and everything, it's all cool. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, he's gonna be on both shows, so we don't have to put up with him all the time. So, but immediately,
yeah, we do, because he on both shows. And that's horrible. Go ahead.
I'm saying for as far as us.
Yeah.
But like immediately when Rusev music hit, I already said, nope, this is not good. Because like, even if they didn't, like I said, they was kind of setting up as they were just going to talk shit to each other. But I felt that it was going to be a match leading on to the night. But like to have a good old flag match and USA chance, like that kind of ties into my, hopefully it's not on y'all review, but with Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton too. The anti-America thing, man. I mean, you used it twice. I understand it's Independence Day or whatnot, but you used it twice in one night on two heels versus Randy Orton being somewhat of American, quote unquote, or whatever. But it's just the thing, like back to the Rusev and John Cena thing. I mean, it's like you said, we've seen this before, and just the fact that Rusev's coming back, new chop, new style. I mean, whatever, new look or whatever, and like you bring them back to put him in, feed him John Cena's ego just to build him up so he can jump to Raw after he get done with him. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense to me, and like I really like grinded my gears a lot. Because I mean, I'm already tired of him because he's back anyway. But the fact that Rusev, which we was excited for him to make his return, is immediately getting thrown into this program, and there's nothing fresh and nothing interesting. So I'm automatically turned off of Rusev right now because he's involved only in John Cena right now,
and it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help Rusev at
Sterl?
all.
Yeah, I'm gonna chime in on this. This was my Smackdown too, but I'm gonna change it.
Okay.
Because it was something I didn't like neither. The rehashing of things. The rehashing of Bulgaria versus the USA and all this shit. And why? Why do we have to keep rehashing this shit? And like you said earlier, J.Fields, this is a storyline that they've already done. And so now we're gonna do it again. And then how does this benefit Rusev? Somebody's come back from injury. He should be going against Chad Gable and building himself up from there to being that legit contender later on. Now he has to go in the ring, and they're not going to make it a squash, but he's going to lose to John Cena. Now, unless you started off and you surprise the shit out of me, which I doubt that they're going to do, but if you surprise the shit out of me and have Rusev beat John Cena, now he's moving on to wherever greener pastures, then I would like that. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe they having him beat John Cena, then he later on challenges Randy Orton for the WWE title. If Randy Orton end up beating the Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. Maybe that's the case. I doubt it, but maybe that's the case.
Yeah.
But my Smackdowner is once again the rehash of Lana having to wrestle Naomi. We've done this before on so many occasions now where my shoulder wasn't down and so this wasn't a pin, or my arm was under the rope so this win doesn't count. This has been happening a lot with WWE as of late, and that shit I'm getting tired of. Just write something different, something else. If you have nothing for Lana to do, have her wrestle some other woman, and then let her win, build her up, let her do something. It's like they don't believe in building up. They just believe in let's make this match and see how much money we can get off these pay-per-views when we book these matches. And it's not working out for them. They didn't even sell out the Great American Bash yet. They still haven't sold. They still have 100+ tickets. Well, I think it's way more than that, but they still have a bunch of tickets to still sell for that pay-per-view. And why? It's because you book in last minute. And when you do book, you're not booking matches that people want to see.
And they called it Great Balls of Fire.
You know, I ain't going there. I'm going there. I'm going to actually give it its name when I make the thumbnail for the podcast. So then, it's the Great American Bash, damn it.
I can't pay I couldn't pay my money for this shit. I mean, like what you doing today, man? I'm going to Great Balls of Fire. It just don't, it doesn't sound right.
I was gonna say, please don't say it doesn't roll off the tongue.
It don't sound right. I promise it don't. So I don't think I could invest my money in a pay-per-view named so poorly.
Nah. Then they pay for that shit.
Yeah.
They
went through lawyers and paperwork.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm done with that.
Okay. Well, my SmackDown.
Yeah, what was your SmackDown?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
But my SmackDown transitions into my weekly, or it's always my SmackDown, the majority of the time lately, is the boy Baron Corbin.
Okay.
I'm tired of it. I mean, I say this. I'm interested in the fact that him and Nakamura are going to have a program together, and Baron Corbin has that briefcase. So, you know, more than likely, he's going to lose his feud with Nakamura. And like I said, I'm actually interested. But like, once again, these sneak attacks, man, like they got to find something else for him. I mean, I know that's his stick right now. That's what he's going to go with, like, you know, attacking people during interviews. But I just that part of the show, man. I mean, it's like it's not even something I look forward to in a positive way. It's like, here comes the interview. Somebody's backstage. You should know right now. Look for Baron Corbin, but you know, everybody gets blindsided all the damn time, and majority of the time it's the same people. But I'm just getting bored of him right now with that. So it's just like I don't want to immediately get turned off his character, but like this is turning me in that direction right now, and just. Like I said, it's something minor. That's why it's a downer instead of a smack in the face. So that's why I always go with something that kind of didn't rub me the right way within the show. But that definitely bothered me. So, anything?
And I can understand that too, because he's too big to be attacking people from behind.
Yeah,
I get your logic.
I agree.
Way too big. Way too big to be attacking people, and then on top of that. You Money in the Bank. To hell with Nakamura.
Exactly.
You the Money in the Bank. You need to be watching everything that Jinder and Randy Orton is doing so you can pick your spot. You don't need to be really worried about anybody else. I mean, like normally when you win the Money in the Bank, you intertwine yourself in the WWE title, World Heavyweight title, whichever title is on this brand, whichever brand, you know, you intertwine yourself in that storyline. You know, he won it the next night. Well, 2 nights later on SmackDown, he walked out doing the gender match and, you know, kind of teased it. But since then, there's been no little interaction. Like, why is he not interacting with Jinder? Like, I hate everything being so separate.
Heel versus face.
Everything's got to be so separate. He Money in the Bank. He should be willing to take his shot on whoever.
Anybody, yeah.
Whenever. You know what I'm saying?
Like when Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy, it was both faces at the time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be separate all the time. That's the one thing I hate about WWE storyline booking is the fact that everything is, and I've said this, I want gumbo. I just do. I want gumbo. And I never seem to be able to get that. You know what I'm saying? Watching WWE. It's everybody, okay, we got him over here. We got him over here. Why come Rusev couldn't have been in the U.S. title match? You want to reintroduce him?
Exactly.
Let him come back and be in there. He don't like America. Let him come back and go for the U.S. title. I mean, anything better than feeding him to John Cena. I mean, like, make it all make sense.
Even with that, I mean, it's 2 things I want to chime in about. About that, and Sterl, I wanted to hit on your point about Lana. I had a thought in my head. I forgot to say it, mention it when I told you, but I got some light on that situation.
Right.
But even Rusev's promo, it felt so forced. It seemed like he didn't want to do it. It seemed like when he was talking, you know, it felt like, I'm going to take my flag. And, you know, it just seemed so, I mean, once again, we heard it before, but it seemed like so scripted, like so bad. Like, I don't feel like when they said, you know, presented this to him, he was like already in his mind said, like, this is something I don't want to do. I can't even go out here and sell that because, like, I'm not emotionally invested into this promo. And I felt that when I was listening to him talk. Like, it felt so forced and scripted. And he waited for John Cena to get his little cues and jump ins on it. And, like, you know, come on, we can have a good – I mean, the USA thing just bothers me so much. Like,
the Enzo and Big Cass of the blue bread. That's what it is right now.
And I mean, let's make it all. Can I make a gumbo real fast? Yeah. Can I make a gumbo? Okay. I didn't really like the fact that Lana lost as quick as she did. Okay, but why the hell is Tamina out there? That was Rusev's moment right there.
Yeah.
If you want to bring Rusev back, let him come back, get his wife, and let's go fix this.
Yeah.
Cause I'm the brute. I'm the Bulgarian brute.
Look at that.
2-time U.S. champion. Let me come out here and carry you to the back, and we're gonna make this thing right.
Right.
Let me help you with it.
They should have fixed that immediately, just like
that's how they could have did that. That's gumbo. But instead, you got him coming out separately. You got her coming out separately, waving her arms, doing her thing, like she, doing a little clap thing with her hands. That's the only thing that's missing. She gonna have them next week. But like, this is crazy. Like, that was your opportunity to reintroduce Rusev. Right there. We know they together. They got married on Total Divas. Gumbo.
They show too. Remember?
Gumbo.
But the third point on both of y'all about the Lana losing thing, yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't like it, but I had some time to sleep on it. And Joel actually made a good point. If this is WWE's planning, I don't know if y'all may have saw it, but like maybe WWE is planning on the fact that Lana's the rookie, the arrogant rookie that thinks she can come in and just feel she's the best, and then like Naomi's kind of put on her in check. You know what I'm saying? So maybe possibly, her losing so fast twice or whenever, how many times it happened so far, it may get into her head like, yeah, like Tamina come out here and kind of take us back to the side and say, hey, I've been around this business a long time. You can't just jump head first into the water, maybe wiggle your way. I mean, like I said, he shed light to that. And I can see.
No, hold on. Let me get on that one right quick.
No, wait, man. I'm saying but like,
no, I'm gonna rebuttal. And here's the reason why that would have made sense if, in fact, it was Natalya. If it was Natalya that came out there and grabbed it and said, "Hey," and that's the story that they possibly going with. Let me show you the ropes. That would make sense. Why? Because she's a former champion.
Yeah, I got you.
Tamina never won shit.
I got you. And see, look,
you took the words right out of my mouth.
I mean, I wasn't sitting there saying like Tamina was the best candidate for the situation. I was talking about just more focused on the Lana situation. Like, hey, she's thinks she got it all. She got the look. She's gonna be the first Ravishing champion and all that type of shit. And she ain't wrestled nobody but Naomi. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she felt she could take out the champ first. And like I said, she got a reality check. She go wrestle other people. Wrestle other people like wrestle Carmella, wrestle Natalya, Charlotte, Becky, whoever,
right?
And kind of get her ring work. I mean, we all know, we saw in the first match that she actually has skills. She can do it. But like I said, maybe she jumped in too fast, and that's the angle they're probably trying to go with. Now, Tamina walking down there, I'm not just sitting there saying that's the best idea, but like I can kind of see it. Like they probably don't want to use Natalya in that mentoring role anymore. Maybe they want Natalya to be a single star and actually blossom like Charlotte is, because we both know they deserve to be in that limelight, you know what I'm saying? But like maybe this is a different direction they're going with. But yeah, I agree. When Tamina came out there, I was interested, but like how it played out, I was like, okay, it kind of left it out there.
I wouldn't have mind seeing Becky come out there. The two foreign girls, you know what I'm saying? She's Irish, Lana's Russian. I wouldn't mind seeing Becky in a different light. Like, come on. And that could have maybe started something up between her and Natalya. I mean, not Natalya, but her and Naomi, because, they haven't had a one-on-one yet. I mean, like, this could have – it could have gone 50 other ways than it actually did. And she just got back, and she hadn't done anything since she's been back.
Yeah. Either that or not, she's the new member of the welcoming committee. Since now Carmella off doing her own thing, she's Money in the Bank. They didn't even mention welcoming committee anymore. Maybe she's recruiting her to be a part of them, and this is how they mentor her to become better.
Maybe.
I actually thought Tamina was gonna super kick Lana or something, but like it just like it's kind of like just it was just there, So I mean, like
it was like Tamina came out like Lana's mother. Like, you got your ass beat. Come on back in the house. Car. Get your ass in the car. let me go run some cold water on that boo boo. Yeah. Clean up your scars, and you're gonna go back out there and fight them all. But they probably gonna book the same match again next week. But that's what they keep doing. So
yeah. We shall see. But now it's time to get even uglier. And the RBU turn. Time for our smack in the face. So, Sterl, we're going to kick it off with you. What was your smack in the face?
Well, each and every week Randy Orton comes out, he's a smack in the face for me. His character is so stale, and that's crazy because he's a tweener. I mean, you don't even have to be face or heel. You can just go out there and just be what you really are, a jackass, but you still win. And you get over with the fans. And somehow he's forgotten how to do that. This dude has gotten so fucking lazy that he's no longer enjoyable to even watch on my TV. He's starting to get to that point where I'm going to start talking about this motherfucker like he's Roman Reigns, Titus O'Neil, and shit. That's where Randy Orton is getting to. I've never seen somebody who just gotten so complacent, and he shouldn't be. He should be asking, why the hell is John Cena the one winning all these championships? Why can't that be me? No, instead you getting your championships by because you got your ass whooped by Brock Lesnar. Wasn't really that planned that way. And so we owe you something, so let's give you a championship. No. How about you get yourself, make yourself better, like Tanahashi. Look, Tanahashi in New Japan, and I know people say, oh, why we always gotta go there. But this dude is old as shit.
Yep.
Won 7 IWGP championships, most reigns. Not the most reigns, I don't think. But
yeah, it's the most.
It's the most, yeah, most reigns. Right there. But this dude can still get in the ring and go because he just wants to be that great. I guarantee you he wants to go down as one of the greatest New Japan, well, one of the greatest Japanese wrestlers of all time, if not one of the best wrestlers of all time. And he'll never get that credit because people don't really know who he is. You have to actually go Google this dude or look him up and find his matches. And I feel like Randy Orton has got to that point where he's complacent, he's making his millions of dollars, and he just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yep. And it's crazy because, like, even as I'm going back over the last 30 years of wrestling that I've watched, I can't think of anybody that I felt that way about. Like, people got better the older they got. Like, Eddie Guerrero got better the older he got. Like, Kurt Angle. He wasn't just complacent, you know what I'm saying, just getting a check, all of Dixie Carter's money in TNA. Dude going out there having some knockdown, drag out fights with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't just go to TNA to die. You know what I'm saying? And you got Randy Orton, who can't even put together a good match anymore. Every week they give him some jobber to go out and destroy. When is he gonna have a real match? And that's part of booking's problem too. They haven't given the man a real match. Since in a year's time, he's had maybe 1 or 2 real matches on the brand. 1 or 2. He had Luke Harper, he had Dean Ambrose.
Even the AJ match.
And the AJ match. Yeah. Maybe 3 matches in a year, in a span of a year, that you can look at and say, okay, Orton's still doing it.
Yeah.
But in a span of a year, you can only call upon 3 matches. Because they fed him Fandango doing the whole Brock Lesnar thing. They fed him Heath Slater doing the whole Brock Lesnar thing. And this is the exact same thing they did with the Brock Lesnar storyline. Who did they feed him to? They fed him Heath Slater. Heath Slater beat Randy Orton by disqualification because Orton wouldn't just stop beating him up in the corner. Yeah. It's the same damn thing. Like, I don't forget this shit. Right. I don't. Why is it that Chad Gable can have a damn good match with AJ Styles, but Randy Orton, because they're not that far apart in age, how is it that Orton can go out and have a complete shit of a match with Heath Slater, Fandango, Aiden English? Right. Aiden English, your next guy up. Well, he may not be the next guy up, but I mean, he undercard. Yeah. Go out there and put on a good match with the guy.
And look, and this is where
they got a commercial break.
Yeah, and we give John Cena all type of hate, and deservedly so, for the most part. But we can't say the same thing about John Cena.
No, we can't.
We can't sit there and say when he gets in the ring, he's just lazy and shit like that. No, he gets a little lazy with his wrestling business.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just don't try to hide that well enough. You can go through John Cena's past year, and he only wrestled for 6 months. And you can name off way more matches that he actually had pretty good matches.
And even though his promos are very repetitive, at times though he does say some things that kind of spark your interest. It's not like you know what I'm saying, it's all blah and boring and non-energetic, you know what I'm saying, just like y'all was saying about Randy Orton, because, like, honestly, like, when he gets on my TV now, it's just like, what else can I be doing? Yeah. Oh, I can go downstairs to get me a slice of cake, like I said. Oh, let me go use the bathroom. Let me go walk the dog out. Yeah. And there's nothing memorable at all about Randy Orton right now. And like I said, we know he's genetically gifted. He has the talent. He's just lazy. Yeah. You know, they always crash on Brock Lesnar about being lazy and all these other wrestlers. But, I mean, he fits the mold as well, just as anybody else. Right. I mean, you have the, you know, ability to put on a great match. I mean, maybe, like I said, I don't know if he doesn't work, you know, like, you know, certain people who have to do a match together. Before the match, they go over it. I say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Maybe he's not that type of person to do that. He just goes out there and just goes strictly on, as long as I hit these couple moves and do my RKO, we just, you know, feel each other out. Like, nah, you need to kind of put something together so we can have a classic to, you know, associate your name with. And, like, I couldn't dare to think about a Randy Orton classic match. I mean, if y'all can think of one, enlighten me.
I never thought that we would get to a point to where we'd be saying Randy Orton has 5 moves a dome. I never thought we'd get to that point. I mean, Orton was always the better technician, always the better wrestler, but, like, lazy. That's no other way to call it.
And he's never put on a 4-star match.
I couldn't think of one.
As Miller pointed that out to me. Standard. He's never put on a 4-star match. That's crazy. For as long as he's been wrestling.
Right.
Never had a 4-star match. That's nuts.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, then the sad part is about this is that, I mean, SummerSlam is coming up, so somebody's got a challenge for that WWE title at SummerSlam. So my question is, does he come out on top at Battleground, or what's the plan? Like, because I mean, either way it go, as you said many times, J.Fields, Jinder Mahal is your WWE champion. That's not going to be a headliner for SummerSlam. I just can't see it. I don't know where they're going with this, but
well, because SummerSlam, the main event is going to be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, so I don't think they really care about that.
Yeah,
I think they'll go with that match with Jinder Mahal facing anybody else. Randy Orton has become a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm more entertained by Jinder Mahal than I am Randy Orton.
I mean, like I said, you got to think last year our WWE title main event. I mean, like I said, yeah, the WWE title didn't even main event SummerSlam last year, and last year was Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're pretty much doing the same thing again. You know, so I mean, yeah.
But, I mean, the matches that I thought I wanted to see with Orton, I end up disappointed.
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to see him and Bray. Disappointed. I thought I wanted to see him and Brock. Disappointed. Like, what's left for him? What's left for him to do at this point? That's going to spark any interest. That's going to even just get a spark at this point. There's nothing that Orton can do right now that's going to make me give a shit. And that's bad. I mean, there are still matches that John Cena can have against people that I would be okay seeing.
And just like you said, even John Cena can tweak his character. You know, that's something that we were pushing for John Cena, like, go here. But right now, it's nothing to, just like you said, it's nothing to push for Randy Orton. Like,
I don't want to see KO and Orton. I don't want to see Nakamura and Orton. Honestly, I don't want to see Orton. But I'd be perfectly fine with Nakamura versus John Cena. I just don't want to see Orton doing anything right now. He's completely turned me. I was an RKO fan, Legend Killer fan, Legacy fan, but dry, completely wasted the better part of a year. Because I thought, hey, we got Randy Orton on SmackDown. It's gonna be good. This fresh start. Him and AJ Styles in the match. Him and this guy in the match.
Yep, we showed.
And we got a couple matches here. We got maybe 1 or 2 or 3, and then nothing. That spot, hell, get that spot to Luke Harper. I mean, get that spot to damn Eric Rowan. I mean, give it to somebody that's actually going to go out and try to produce a decent match. Because we're not getting that from Orton. Maybe he need to try a dive, goddammit, because I'm dive, Orton. Dive. Maybe I'll care. Dive off the top rope.
Damn, was that your smack in the face?
No.
Oh, shit.
I almost was. But no, that ain't.
Mine. What was your smack in the face then?
My smack in the face probably for like the 2nd or 3rd week, or maybe I alternated a week or something like that. It's the U.S. damn title. What are they doing? What are they doing with it? So you mean to tell me this is now I'm been forced to believe this. This is what they're forcing me to believe. Mm-hmm. You're going to try to force me to believe that Kevin Owens been calling Daniel Bryan all week long about not letting Chad Gable and AJ Styles be in a battle royal to see who's gonna fight him. Both of their ass can't win, KO. Fuck doesn't matter. It don't matter. I don't want them to be in the battle royal because they have a chance to fight me. And I'm supposed to believe it. He's been calling me all week, blowing my phone up all week to see who's going to get the shot. Now, granted, it did give us a really good match, AJ Styles and Chad Gable. Mm-hmm. But the storyline behind it is still weak. And then I had to sit through another battle royal that we knew AJ was going to win. It never comes down to anything unsuspected. Why come I can't get Luke Harper and Kevin Owens? Why come I can't get Ty Dillinger and Kevin Owens? Why do I have to get a match that I've already gotten? You're going to make me wait 3 whole weeks for it. I don't want to wait. Can I not get it next Tuesday so we can go to something different? I'm beyond it. I promise I'm beyond it. Like, biggest AJ Styles fan there is probably. Big Kevin Owens fan. But the way, like, Kevin Owens really don't need the U.S. title. Mm-hmm. I think they booked themselves into a corner when they started this new Face of America thing. I really do. Mm-hmm. Because that forced them to keep the title on Kevin Owens. Mm-hmm. The man has already had 2 title reigns with the title. Like, not to say that he doesn't make the title better, but it's kind of Ambrose. It's kind of like Ambrose title reign, where it's not really doing much. It's happening right there in front of us, and it's not doing anything.
The difference is that, though, but like they're actually mentioning the title. Yeah. Ambrose, you just walk out there with the title, and that wasn't even the focal point of any program.
Right.
But I will say that, I mean, not saying this makes the situation even better, but like they did point out the reason KO didn't want to fight either one of them because he already beat them before. They already had their chance. But you know, once they had that match set up between Chad Gable and AJ won. AJ was clearly going to be the winner of the Battle Royal. Unless they did something completely out of left field, which going into that match, you didn't expect them to do. So.
But it would have been, for storyline purposes, why KO couldn't have cost AJ the match and led to somebody else getting the shot? And then we could have maybe revisited this somewhere down the line. Rather than him winning and we get it like we just had it a couple weeks ago. Go ahead, Sterl.
I think they should have just made a triple threat match between Chad Gable and AJ Styles. And then, because I have a feeling, this is my guess. Don't know if it's going to happen for sure. But since Chris Jericho is back, he wrestled at a house show, wrestled against Hideo Itami when they were in Japan. I have a feeling that Chris Jericho is coming back around Battlefield and probably going to cause some type of distraction for either KO to lose that title, or he's probably going to get out him either the day of Battleground or that Tuesday after. This is my guess.
I can see that happen. I actually see AJ winning. I mean, I know you said they booked this up in the corner, but I can actually see AJ winning in Battlegrounds, because, I mean, that gives AJ something to do. But, like, if they get, just like you said, I mean, they're booking the title wrong. Like, make it relevant. Make it mean something. He can go out there and have matches with faces or heels. It don't have to be just the same people. Because once he takes this title off at Kevin Owens, we don't want to see another 2 months AJ versus Kevin Owens. Let's see AJ defend that title against somebody else. Give him a chance against Luke again. Yeah. Luke, they had a match before plenty of times. I mean, anybody, you know what I'm saying? Just like you said, the gumbo. We want to see it mixed up. We don't want to see the same matches week after week, month after month. You know what I'm saying? Just mix it up.
Hell, Tyler Breeze.
Bandana. I mean, they got a lot of tag teams brewing, breaking up anyway.
And they can't all get the title. I mean, they can't all get titles. Right now, the focal point is the New Day and the Usos. I mean, why not let Tyler Breeze go out the U.S. title and Fandango just support him, or vice versa?
That was another thing I didn't like about that damn Battle Royal, too. Why wouldn't, what's his boy name? The hype bro, Zack Ryder and the other one, Mojo Riley. Why wouldn't Mojo just say, you know what, let's tag team against these other, give it down to just me and you?
Right.
What would be the logic of him just You already tag team, threw somebody out the ring, and then he all of a sudden tosses him out. I'm like, you couldn't think of a better way to break these two up.
Yeah. And they already kind of
got back together in the first place.
You said what now? I'm sorry. Yo.
What?
I said,
you said something?
Yeah, we kind of stumbled over your word. I said, what'd you say on the last part?
I was saying that why didn't Mojo and Zack Ryder, they could have just tag team against them, everybody else, and won or whatever, left it down to them two. That should have been the logic or whatever. Why team against one person, then Mojo just throws them out? If you're going to think of a way to break them up, they could have just did it in a different way or just not ever have them tag again.
Right.
You could have just left it at that and we would have been fine.
And they even kind of hinted, Mojo looking at the shirt like, do I really want to be a tag team again? And like Zack Ryder kind of came in and like I said, they might be going with your scenario of like, hey, Mojo might be the one to turn instead of Zack, you know what I'm saying? But like, who knows? WWE might still just say, well, let's go ahead and let Zack turn, because Mojo probably can't pull out. I mean, but like, it's interesting, what they may do with him. If he's a heel Mojo, because we always used to the hype Mojo and he ain't hype and all that type of shit. So I'm kind of intrigued about that, but
it's not over though.
Yeah,
it's over a little bit. It's not over where like you would lose something by turning.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you could turn him and it could make him a bigger star from turning him than trying to force us to believe that he's this great humanitarian. Touring the Kids, Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like this is his opportunity to go completely rogue. And they fucked it up. They fucked it up. Yeah. In that battle royal, they did. Because for him to be the next one eliminated, after he eliminated that, he didn't get a chance to get no steam going. Right. He threw Zack out. Next thing you know, before Zack could get up the ramp. Yeah. Before Zack could get up the ramp, he out the ring too. It's crazy.
They gotta go back to the locker room again, see each other. I think they had a fallout. I meant to watch it. They had a backstage fallout video that came up on my timeline, but I didn't get to watch it. But who knows? But I think that would do it for the review. So let's get into near falls. Clearly, we kind of overshadowed the great match Chad Gable and AJ Styles had. That was potentially before the rap battle happened. That was my smack up. But other things occurred. But yeah, that was very. I like how they threw that together. Once they announced the match backstage, I immediately said, this is it. This could be my smack up or whatever. Right. But because I mean, they haven't fought before. I haven't seen them fight before.
No, they haven't. Yeah.
Another promotion possibly. I don't know, but like that was a great match. It was fresh, never seen before on TV or whatever. But like they have spots everywhere, man. I like how they sold. They both sold their leg injury during the submissions. Chad Gable, a fucking ox. Yeah, he's like 5 foot. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, man.
Yeah, give it to Chad Gable, man, for going out there and he was wrestling them. Yeah. He was actually using his wrestling skills and was wrestling AJ Styles, and AJ couldn't really get away from him. And that's what made that shit so damn dope.
Yeah. Right. Good sequences. I mean, that reverse, he did like a reverse German suplex that flipped him down, upside down. I mean, that shit was crazy, man. I mean, but and like I think they did like a little corner spot. I couldn't tell if it was a botch. I think Chad Gable jumped up to try to do a belly to belly, but he kind of slipped and fell. And AJ just jumped down and just clipped his legs. I mean, like they made it seem. I mean, you wouldn't notice it, but like to the key wrestling fan, they gonna pick that up. But like it wasn't nothing. Hang your hat on and say it was a bad deal. But
it didn't ruin the match.
Right.
Yeah. That was my near fall that I had as well. Like you said, first time. Never got it. And I mean, like, if this is the way that they're going with American Alpha, or, if they're not necessarily breaking them up, but they're going to allow them to kind of be like House and Benjamin were, where, Benjamin went out on his own in the Intercontinental title, United States title. If that's the direction that they're going to go, I'm all for it because both of them can go. You know what I'm saying? Both of them can go. So I'm with that.
And their falls, Sterl?
That was my same near fall. It was that match was good.
I did want to point out though, even though we hate how it's booked, the U.S. Battle Royal wasn't bad towards the end. I liked the little sequence with Ty, Sammy, and AJ at the end, even though it was real short, but like you could tell, hopefully in WWE guys they actually view, and I know I already know, but like how over Ty Dillinger is and how disappointed everyone was once he got eliminated. They even got some boos once Luke got eliminated, and they constantly dropping the ball with Luke Harper like every week after week. I mean, like it's just amazing how his character has no direction right now, but so many people are behind him and know what he's capable of and like want to support him, but WWE is not giving him the opportunity. It just sucks, But
that's a great segue.
Uh-oh.
It's a great segue into Guys Talk Wrestling.
That'll work.
So let's jump right into it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna set the table. Just fly with me. TV time.
Mm-hmm.
Should superstars be satisfied with just getting TV time? Now think back. Now before y'all answer, back in the day, TV time was extremely important because that was your exposure. Hey, I'm on TV. This is good. But with the social media world and the people being a lot more vocal, have the opportunity to really voice how they feel. Like, you go to a wrestling show 20 years ago, there was no Twitter. There was no Facebook. You just had to boo your ass off or cheer your ass off at the arena.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you could do. Or the TV station or wherever the wrestling, at the fairgrounds or wherever the wrestling was happening. You had to really try to let it be known then. Now, everybody's a critic. TV time, does it still work today? Or do you really need to give wrestlers opportunity and exposure? Let's go.
TV time ain't important. It ain't important unless you're going to allow me to wrestle. That's the only time it's important. Because if you allow me to go out there and then I go out there and I get squashed on Monday Night Raw, what's the point of me getting TV time then? Because you're not allowing me to showcase any type of talent. You're not allowing me to show people what I can actually do in the ring and stuff. And even when you do try to show that, we so promo heavy in our program that, or you'll book some other dumb shit that I only have 2 or 3 minutes to try to prove to everybody else what I can do. I should say, fuck it. Just let me wrestle in these house shows and then I just collect my paycheck then. And even I show up to Monday Night Raw and I collect my paycheck and stuff. I just don't need the TV time unless you're going to allow me to wrestle. Yeah. That's where I'm going to make the money. That's where the TV time will actually come in at. As if you allow me to wrestle, let fans get behind me, and then I'm of use of talent. So I guess it can kind of go both ways. If you want the TV exposure, you think that's how you can actually get on, I understand it. But with WWE and how they do it, I don't think it really matters.
I agree. I mean, it's kind of give and take, like you said. I mean, like, this, like you said, as far as J.Fields, as far as the social media thing, is like it's too much access to other matches. Like, you have your main events, you have your superstars, and if you want to see these superstars, watch main event. And nobody's going to the network to watch main event and watch superstars. Right. So they may feel like that's doing something. Hey, we put you on main event. You headline, you main event of superstars. But like Sterl said once again, like, what's the point of me going out there aiding English if I'm not going to be able to showcase what got me into this business and why y'all signed me? Yeah, y'all can sign anybody to take an ass whooping. Yeah. Y'all wanted anything, I should have been trained to just take falls or take bumps. Like, y'all should just go out there and sign people who can do that instead of signing people who can put on a great match, Luke Harper, Aiden English, or whoever. But you got them going out there just getting tossed over the rope. Go back to the locker room, grab a bottle of water, take a shower, go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have too much. It was a lot of talent in that ring last night. You know what I'm saying? During that battle royal. Of course, in the battle royal, which we bring up all the time, you're not going to get the exposure. Everybody's not going to see your in-ring ability all at once during a battle royal all the time. But like when it came down to that last 3, which we all know how talented Denzer is. And, you know, Sammy's already showed himself. AJ been showed himself, you know what I'm saying? So we wanted something new. If they would have, like I said, that's why I give them kudos about the Chad Gable thing. You know, people always seen him as a tag wrestler on WWE TV, you know what I'm saying? So far as letting him mix it in with some of your best single stars, it kind of put people like, hey, you know, I like that Chad Gable guy. And, you know, not saying there, you know what I'm saying, like they didn't like a tag team, but like it put him in another light that, you know, on his own, I can get behind it. And, you know, I wish everybody get the opportunity. Like, just like even I crash on him a lot, John Cena with that open challenge thing, he showed people, which we already knew, what Cesaro can do one-on-one, what Dean Ambrose can do one-on-one, or Damian Sandow. You know, he gave people exposure, and that's a good benefit for what they did. But at the same time, now they're not doing that. And I guess, like Sterl pointed out, like, you signed me to come out there and just get squashed and go to the back and become an afterthought just so you can get somebody else. Aiden English, you know, got squashed, and then Jinder Mahal came out, you know, picked up the pieces and the lead off their program. I think it's a sour taste. But like I said, I think out of all three of us, I think we can agree on right now, Luke Harper is like suffering the most out of this because, which I said all the time, like you don't want a wrestler to get so comfortable in their zone where this is all y'all can use me for anyway. What the fuck am I working for?
Right.
Getting out of shape, not training well, may get hurt.
Corner.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and may not take care of themselves to put themselves in a position where if they do call that number, you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep these guys in rotation. Switch it out. You know, everybody, we don't have to see AJ wrestle every week. We would love to, but put somebody else in that position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say they do it in NXT. You don't see they top stars wrestling every week. Shit, half the time, sometimes you don't even see them on the show every week. I think this is where the main roster, where they get it wrong each and every single damn week. You can still push your stars, but when it comes to some of these other matches, cut down on the promos. Cut the dumbass segments that you sometimes throw in there out. Maybe they may just do something. I don't know. They always do something stupid. But if they start to shorten up certain segments, you can actually give time to the wrestlers that you actually put on the show, have them wrestle, put on a great match and shit. I put it to you, Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander. Why are we getting a promo from either one of them at any point? Just let them go out there and wrestle. Because now if you let them go out there and wrestle, now we sitting there looking at Noam Dar like, damn, look at this. Because unless you watched him somewhere else, you don't know that he can actually wrestle.
Right.
And shit. So then now, like, damn, we know he can wrestle. So when out of the blue, when you start to push certain wrestlers, we not sitting there like, where the fuck did this come from? Like all of a sudden, this person is top dog for the title. Now we can see where it comes from, but they never put us in that position whatsoever.
I agree. I mean, Noam Dar versus Cedric Alexander in any other promotion is a must-see match. I mean, Luke Harper on a card in any other promotion outside of WWE is a match to see. But these guys are afterthoughts in WWE. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the shine. They don't get the opportunity. And the reason why it came to mind is like all the people that they got, all the people that's under contract at WWE, and you got a short pocket of people that you actually push. A small pocket of people that you actually really giving time to or really pushing or whatever the case might be. You got your top tier, you got your mid card. Same thing with, like, you know, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas just sitting around collecting dust. I mean, now they just now starting to get some TV time, some interaction time, or whatever the case might be. Heath Slater just now got his first title shot on Raw against the Miz. And Heath Slater looked good in that match. But look, for all of what it took all of this to get them in the spotlight position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. Oh, we used to just seeing them in battle royals.
And it's a one and done situation.
It's a one and done situation. So next week, he's slated right back off the TV. Are we gonna see Ty Dillinger next week? No guarantee, because he doesn't have a feud going into Battleground. Who are they gonna put him with? Who are they gonna put him in the feud with? There's really nobody left, unless it's gonna be maybe Dolph Ziggler. But Luke eliminated Dolph Ziggler from the Battle Royal, so it would make sense for Dolph and Luke to get a program maybe started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you really can't tell. And then you got Mojo Rawley eliminating people left and right, trying to show that he's such a Battle Royal specialist. Like that's a like that's a goal that you want to have in life. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
You know what I look at it like, dude? Like when you start talking about all the talent they have, WWE to me is like that guy that goes to Foot Action or Foot Locker or whatever, buys the headbands, buys all the wristbands, and nice shoes, tall socks. Look like he can ball his ass off, but go out there on the court and don't do shit. And WWE buys all the talent, gets it there in one big company, and don't do shit with it. Don't showcase how talented they are. They just look good. Like, if you look at the roster on paper, you'll think like WWE has the best promotion ever. But when you look on TV, they don't showcase that. They only showcase certain elements of their game. They only showcase the Randy Ortons, their Brock Lesnar's, and all these type of people. This is what we want to headline in the NBA Finals. We don't want the guys who been playing, hooping through damn milk crates and shit, you know, clawing their way to the top, and they get here, and they so talented, but yet you don't use them.
Even your bench get in the game. Even your bench can carry a game.
And they contribute to the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they have so many people sitting on the bench, they can't contribute, but they contribute to making that other person look good. You know what I'm saying? You know, as far as the example, like, you know, I'm not going to try to jump too much off base, but we know we talked about D'Angelo Williams. You know, everybody, oh, D'Angelo Williams, oh, he looks great, blah, blah, blah. But it's the guy who sold for him and made him look even better. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, I feel though that he has a lot of those people who can sell and make the other person look good. And like I said, I know I discredit him a lot, but that's why I go hard on John Cena and Roman Reigns a lot. Because like, it's depending on who they're in the ring with, they get those classic matches. You know, they get those great matches. And like, you know, a lot of those people are very responsible for that. And WWE doesn't let them, just like if Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Randy Orton, they pay Randy Orton back for that. Like, here's your reward for putting Brock over in this situation. And everybody else, you have people like Luke Harper and all these other people putting people over in a better situation. Where's their reward?
There is none.
You know what I'm saying? And that sucks. And like I said, Luke Harper is the key point of this whole conversation. Because like I said, if you watched Smackdown last night, you heard his reaction whenever he did something. Eliminated somebody or when he got eliminated. Like the crowd booed and got mad and got upset. And the crowd are behind Luke. Even when he made his debut, who he wrestled on in the main event that time on SmackDown a couple weeks ago, that they just threw him Jinder Mahal. Yeah, like things like that. Like, we behind him. Why not use that and push him forward? Like, he does make a program for him, and just like Sterl said, you can get rid of some of these little interviews. Put that on the WWE app or on the network or something like, hey, backstage, you know, interviews. You know,
utilize your tools.
Yeah,
you have them. Utilize them. And at the end of the day, this is the reason why we can't get somebody that's as great as Jay Lethal into the WWE, because he don't want to come over because how they utilize their talent. The Young Bucks, they don't want to come over because how they utilize their talent. And by the way, they make a shitload of money on the indies. So whatever Roman Reigns has to say about these indie wrestlers and not being great because they're not in WWE, you just stupid. Anyway, the reason why the Briscoes ain't never coming over to WWE. The reason why a lot of these wrestlers, Dalton Castle, won't come, didn't come, had the opportunity. They tried to sign him. They couldn't get him to sign. Along with those other names. They tried to get these people to sign, and they won't come over here. Why? It's because of how you utilize your talent. And why would I come over here? Now, I'm working a harder schedule. I'm sitting there not getting paid as much. Where I'm working a lighter schedule. I'm getting paid a shitload of money. And we are getting exposure. People know who we are. We're making a shitload of money. If you don't know who the Young Bucks are, you've been sleeping under a fucking rock. You're not a wrestling fan, period. It's just what it is. But these dudes are out there, they making money. And nobody wants to come to
not even getting
WWE.
TV time as they're not getting as much TV time as some of the same people that's in WWE. They got one program that's an hour long or one pay-per-view a month. You know what I'm saying? WWE got 2 pay-per-views a month, multiple shows on throughout the week, a whole network, and they making more with less time in ROH, New Japan, Progress, Rev Pro, CZW. They making more, and all these other smaller promotions. They making more noise and getting more exposure with less time, on-demand sites, YouTube clips. They get more exposure that way than WWE give their talent, and they got 5 hours of programming coming on national TV. 2 extra programs coming on Superstars and Main Event coming on the network, 205 Live, NXT, and these folks ain't getting nearly as much exposure. And 2 pay-per-views a month.
We say all the damn time. I mean, how can your, not development league, but how can your development, your undercard, NXT or whatever you want to call it, get it right with 1 hour? And y'all have 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever you want to call it, 4 hours of WrestleMania. NXT always gets it right. And just like this week, I mean, I saw the beginning of NXT, but I kind of forgot, and not in a negative way, but I kind of forgot they did still have Drew McIntyre because the focal point is not on him right now, but still yet, you know what I'm saying, they make sure he's relevant. They keeps him in a rotation, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's just crazy, once again, what you always say, NXT gets it. They know how to do it, they know how to book it, but yet you get to your main roster, let's give them a million commercials. You know what I'm saying?
It's a disaster.
Yeah, because Triple H is running shit down there. That's why. That's the only thing I can say is because Triple H is running that shit. Yeah. Because it's not like SmackDown don't have great writers. You gotta remember, the writer from NXT came up and became the chief writer for SmackDown. So how come with better talent overall in a 2-hour show, he can't write a better show?
And which I did read. Well, I was going to quote in the news. I mean, in the news and rumors, but like, you know, I forgot who exactly said it. But Vince McMahon is very hands-on to anything, so I can sit there because SmackDown last night was a good show. I enjoyed it thoroughly throughout it. You know, it had this little blemishes or whatnot, but like it was a good show, and so I know they have good writing. But like, Vince McMahon is hands-on to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And so, just like you said, you know, Triple H controls NXT. That's why it's so successful. Vince McMahon doesn't have shit to do with it other than, hey, I'm ready for him to come up. That's the only thing he can do, possibly. But it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? That much talent in NXT, and they still circulate, makes you relevant. Because, I mean, you can do that with the tag titles on NXT, women's title, or the main title. It's just like everybody's inserted in that circle. When they out there, it matters. It's not no throwaway matches. To me, in NXT, they have a shitload of throwaway matches, and WWE that doesn't do anything at all, and doesn't, like you just said, he's slated. I didn't see that match from Raw. He's slated fighting Miz, and next thing you know, next week, you can see he's slated back there in catering with a bottle of water in his hand. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
breaking up a brawl between your 2 main people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they'll pull you out to break up a brawl.
Yeah, go out there, earn your paycheck.
Yeah. Oh, that's just always nuts to me when they do that.
I think that'll do it for the GTW, man. So good lengthy, good call on the Luke Harper situation.
Yeah,
that'll do it for the show.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to the people that listen to the show though. Glad we're gaining more followers, more and more each month. I like to see that number continue to grow. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, got a lot of downloads for the month of June, which we saw.
Yeah.
So keep downloading and keep subscribing and keep liking and sharing and all that other type of stuff. But think that would do it. So check out 15:15 for other podcasts such as Equal Opposite, Studio Flow, Lace 'em Up, MWT, Mac and D Talk TV, and of course RBU and GTS. And click on the Amazon link to support the site. And once again, this is our 50th episode. We'll give it to y'all back to back nonstop every week. But next week, we will have to have a sub. Hi, teacher.
Ha, I got that.
We have to have a substitute teacher in on the show because J.Fields will be out of town. So maybe we'll have Sterl fill in for that. Are you available?
What day?
Next Wednesday, possibly. Whatever.
I might be. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can't. I already got a date. All right.
That's cool. We'll have to figure it out, but we will have a substitute teacher in for J.Fields as he's going to Disney World, Disneyland.
Disney
World next week.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad I said something. You almost got a whooping.
But all right. Well,
and we're coming up, in 2 episodes, it'll be our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
52 episodes. 1 year. So another milestone. 1 year of GTS Podcast. We started this with the brand split, July 18th.
Yep.
2016. We're coming up on 1 year, man. So that's damn good stuff. 50 episodes in, almost 1 year.
I mean, I had to look at you 50 times.
Yeah.
More than that. Anyway. That will do it for the show this week. And next week, check us out. But don't forget to listen to RBU. The episode is up now. I know y'all not probably listening to this now and knowing that it's already up. So just click on the 15:15 link and everything else on the iHeart Wrestling page on Facebook and the GTS page on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Tell your friends.
Tell your mama.
If they like wrestling. If they like wrestling, tell them. We giving you something to think about. We know we're not the only ones out here to think like that.
Yep.
And until next week, this is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields.
Still the pro.
And we out this bitch.
Holla.